and we cool in her room and shit, about to get it cracking and shit. And then we heard the door close. I'm like, you hear that? She like, oh, that's my son. I'm like, damn, how old is he? He like 16.
So when I was in my 20s, I used to hear guys talking about they don't date single mothers. They don't date girls with kids. And when I was in my 20s, I always used to say to them, that's stupid. You know, if you don't want to date them, send them to me and I'll deal with them. But in my 20s, all I was thinking about was just sex, basically. So I was like, yeah, that's cool, man. I don't mind dating single mothers. But you know, as you get older, obviously you learn more, you start to see a lot more. And there's a little story I'm going to share with you today. It's a video clip. When I watched the video clip, I was just like, you know what, bro? I need to react to this video. So, I mean, each to their own. Like, if you want to still date girls with kids, then, you know, that's up to you. And you know what some people will say is, oh, if the man's got kids, it doesn't matter. Still go and date a girl who's got kids. But when you've watched this video that I'm about to share with you, you'll know why, regardless of whether you got kids or not, as a man, when you meet a girl that's got kids, unfortunately, I wouldn't even try. After watching this video, you'll understand why I'm saying this. Yeah. Okay, so let's play the video.
Bro, I'm not fucking with no more shorties that got kids on some real shit. This shit is embarrassing. I went over a little shorty house and shit, and we cool in her room and shit, about to get it cracking and shit. And then we heard the door close. I'm like, you hear that? She like, oh, that's my son. I'm like, damn, how old is he? He like 16. So I'm like, okay. She like, he ain't gonna come up here. This motherfucker came right up there. Who car is that in the driveway? She like, boy, get out my room and shit. He like, open the door. She like, boy, get away from here. So we smoothing and shit like that until she go use the bathroom. This motherfucker pull up on me like, why you got your shirt off, homie? I'm like, shit, it was, you know, hot in this motherfucker. He was like, oh, I'll turn the AC on. You could put this motherfucker back home. He like, this your shit? He threw it at me. I took that bitch off my face. I'm like, damn, little homie, that's kind of disrespectful, man. Chill out, man. I'm old enough to be your dad. He said, my dad in prison. I'm like, all right. That's what's up. She come in there. She telling him to move out. She telling him to move out. He like, all right. He double back, though. He like, hey, what time you leaving and shit? I looked at her because I'm like, shit, I'm about to spend the night. We was talking about going in all night type shit. I looked at her. She was like, boy, get out of my room. He was like, all right, mom, but I plan on going to bed at 10 o'clock because I got school. So if you could leave around 9:30, big dog, that's cool. I'm like, shit, she said I could stay. He was like, no, I don't like other motherfuckers in the house where I'm sleeping. I don't know you like that. I'm like, bro, you'll be all right. She like, yeah, you'll be all right, you'll be all right. He like, all right, man, just be out of here by 9:30. I'm like, yeah, all right. He like, all right. So I'm like, this little dude think he tough. So I'm like, all right, man, I'm going to just chill. I'm going to relax and shit. So 9:30 coming shit. He at the door again. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, man, why you ain't leaving? Why you ain't leaving? I'm like, dawg, she said I could stay, bro. You cool, man. Go ahead and shit. He like, nah, man, I ain't going to sleep before. I'm like, well, you going to be up all night then? He like, hell no. If you don't leave, I'm about to go fuck your car up right now. I'm like, dawg, don't fuck my car up. Don't touch my car. He like, well, you better leave. I'm like, nah, your mama said it was cool. He like, all right, then watch this. I asked her, like, he about to fuck my car up. She was like, probably so. I was like, stop him. She was like, I can't do nothing to him. You see how big he is? So I go outside. He over there with a hammer. And he is just about to swipe my shit. So I'm like, dog, was you just about to hit my car? He like, dog, you leaving? I'm like, yeah, man. He like, why you going back in the house? I'm like, dog, chill. I got to go get my shit out of there, man. He like, I'll go get that shit. I'm like, why are you so upset, man? I'm like, dog, I'm not your dad, bro. He like, still, I don't give a fuck. My dad in prison. He like, I'll beat you up, old school. He like, you want to scrap right now? I call her. I'm like, hey, come get your son. She like, I can't do nothing. I'm like, I'm going to beat this little dude up. As soon as I said that, he got all bucked and shit and walked up on me and shit. So I'm like, dog, chill, man, because he big as hell. I ain't even going to lie. Like, that motherfucker definitely was eating the chickens and shit. They be putting too much steroids in these fucking foods now. That's why these fucking kids so big and shit. But I spare a little homie out, though. I spare a little homie out. I ain't even whoop his ass and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't going over there no more. That shit was crazy.
I see, this is what I mean. This is what I'm talking about. As a man, even if you've got kids, And you meet a girl who's got kids and you think, oh, it's okay because I've got kids as well. It doesn't matter, bro. It doesn't matter. You can meet a girl who's got kids, go to the house, and she's got some big old 16, 17-year-old. You know how these kids, I don't know how they get this big nowadays, you know, it's like, but see the situations you can get into, regardless of whether you've got kids or not. Now, it's just an unfortunate thing that it's not safe to date, because you know what, there's so many things that can happen to you as a man dealing with a woman who hasn't got kids. So when you go and deal with a woman who has got kids now, it's just like, bro. Nah, it's not the way forward, bro. So yo, there was one situation, yeah. I linked this girl, yeah. She had 2 kids. One was like a little boy. He was about what, 3, 4, and she had a daughter, and the daughter was like 16 or something like that, yeah. So I went round to the house, chilling in the bedroom and whatever. And obviously, the little boy went to bed, and the other girl went to her bed as well. So now it's my time now, yeah. So obviously, what happened? The next morning now, I'm in the bed because obviously we're smoking and drinking, so I'm messed up. In the morning, I'm in the bed. I'm more or less naked, yeah. The little boy runs into the room, jumps onto the bed, and starts trying to play with me and that. And I'm like looking at her, and I'm saying to him, no, go back in your room. And she's like, oh, don't talk to him like that. And I'm saying to him like, and he's trying to pull the sheet off me, and I'm saying to her that I'm like, I've got no clothes on, you know that already. And she's like, yeah, but don't talk to him like that, blah blah blah. Bro, when I say, obviously I just got my stuff and left, but you see how these girls move, bro. Not all of them, don't get me wrong. There's some girls out there, some girls that have got kids, and they're actually genuine, you know, they're good people. But can you take the risk? Is it worth you taking the risk to find out if that person is, you know, who she says she is? But for me, there's too many people out there for you to mess about with the one person. And when I say that, I don't mean like if you're in a relationship and that one person does something bad, then you should just leave them. That's not what I'm talking about. I mean, if you meet someone from the get-go, if you know that there's certain things that are going to be a problem to you later on down the relationship, then why would you get involved in that? It don't make no sense to me. Obviously, each to their own. I don't really tell people what to do. I don't tell men what to do. Bro, you know what? If I went to a girl's house, yeah, and she had a son like that, and he was threatening to do my car like that, I don't know if I'd be able to hold it down. I'd probably end up just kicking him up. But you know, there's ways around the situation. This guy could have just parked his car somewhere else, you know, depending on what sort of neighborhood it was. He could have just parked his car somewhere else, come back and been like, what are you going to destroy now? You get me? So, but this is the thing, man. You're dating a woman who's got a boy. Women can't control boys when they get to the ages of 16, 15, even 14. Women can't control them. So as you could hear, he was running the house. He could do what he wants. He could say what he wants. So it was a bad situation. But these are things that you can learn from. So if you've enjoyed the content here today, then I'll see you on the other side.
Mama. She ain't even mine. I see her looking, I'm looking too. She's got me thinking of all the things I do, all the things I do. She's working undercover, but so am I. And that's your baby mama. She ain't even mine.
I've never had to go anywhere, cause she's got what I need, my undercover lover. I saw potential in another brother's baby mother. You're judging me, but you...
Because when you look at the situation I was in, like, this girl, yeah, I'd only met her like a couple of days before. Now I'm in her bed naked, yeah, and her son is on top of the bed, like trying to play with me and pull the sheet off, yeah, and she's okay with that. She's okay for her son to be around me in the bed half naked. Bro, that's how these youths just grow messed up, bro. These kids they grow messed up, man, because how can you do that, bro? It's not like I was the new boyfriend and I didn't even need to meet her son or none of them people. Obviously they were there in the house. It's not for me to tell them to come out the room. But these girls are messed up, bro.